to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right.
Matching hundreds. It's the Coach. You're set for Madden football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see teams with a couple of running backs who each went over 100 yards a weekend ago, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the New York Jets. Let's get up to the Jets' home opener in their 50th anniversary season of winning Super Bowl III. On the call, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Cleveland Browns. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they will be led out by their 6'4 quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Demetrius Harris, the intended target. But it's going to be 2nd down. And a look now at the starting offense for the Browns.
And the focus will definitely be on wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr. after the trade from the New York Giants to the Cleveland Browns. How will he mesh with his new quarterback Baker Mayfield? And can they be the duo that leads Cleveland to the playoffs for the first time since 2002?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. A look now at the defensive starters for the Jets. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that. He'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. Dawson's kick is up and through. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
I read something prepping for this game that and I think he really said it.
Single. Hey, 17 George, watch 17.
Let's go now. 8, read.
53's mine. Check, 50.
Ready.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his rookie tight end, Trevon Wesco. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. And we take a look now at the New York offense.
And with all the moves the New York Jets made in the offseason, one of the more valuable pickups, Kelechi Osemele, a 2-time Pro Bowl guard who they got from the Raiders in a trade back in March. You know the Jets are going to try and run the football with Le'Veon Bell now. Osemele is one of the best moving guards in the NFL.
On second down, it's Bell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's going to let it go for the end zone. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers...
Come on, set. Turn two stop.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Mike, 50 seconds.
Yeah, let's get set.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll go screen here to Hunt. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Ready. 18 Gator.
To the right side and complete to Metcalf. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Only 2 there on the dump off. It's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ready up.
Watch 57.
And watch that. And watch the ball.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Way to go.
Odell Beckham, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Dawson tacks on the point after, and the lead grows to 10-0. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Le'Veon Bell making his way back out onto the field now. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week.
Ready, set. 58, 58, Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey,
They go play action here on first down. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Olivier Vernon. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Looking to throw. And he's going to let it go deep. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. 54. Right, 54. And keep it up.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 17 carries, 113 yards, and a score.
So coming off the opener where they established the run and established it well, their goal is to make sure that the trend continues and to serve notice to the rest of the league that they might be a run-first team.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Watch the safety creep. Ready.
He'll find Metcalf. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Right here. We got to step it up. Kill.
On 2nd down now. It's Hunt. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
57 Smith. Watch 57. Switch out.
Back to throw here. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. On 4th down, the Browns hand things over to the veteran Britton Colquitt to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab.
Tight left. Hey, we got 3 down.
Let's go. Mike and Lobo. I got you. Ready, go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Garcia. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full street. Ready.
They'll run on first down. It's Bell, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On the double. 53. Check 53.
Let's go, D.
Ready.
Now back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
On the Jets sweep, this is Johnson. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick here is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here are the Browns to take over. They were winners last week over Tennessee, and they've got the lead here as well. They start this drive out 1st and 10.
Here we go, 90, Wolf. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was set to Valve, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Coverage was excellent downfield. I think it was more throwing that football away than anything else.
Yeah, absolutely, because everywhere you looked, they were covered.
Sometimes it's better to go ahead and be convinced that there's no place to fit in the football than to go ahead and force it and turn it into a bad play. But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Ready to break.
This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10.
5.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
70, Indy.
Here's 2nd and 8. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jordan Jenkins leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Leonard Williams, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taken in at the 22. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Le'Veon Bell and the Jets ready to begin their next drive. He's just been looking for some space. You know, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with... So I think now you try...
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
In your face.
A give to Bell. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Olivier Vernon brings him down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Down. 30 base. 50 seconds to mine. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Clear.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On the counter, Hunt. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, standing just about on his own goal line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Jets now to take over. They're trying to get back on track following the loss to Buffalo a week ago. But the good news, they've got the lead. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. He'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Myles Garrett in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, Have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so... Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Williams in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. Guy gets hit.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to let it go deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
On first down, Bell. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem from me.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. It's his first career game, and now he has thrown his first career interception.
So let's face it, that's very simply his welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it?
Get it out of the way, right?
Get it out of the way, and he hopes it'll be the last for this game and not too many in his career.
Beckham and the Browns set to take over again. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just...
Ready! 60 yards. Get up. Man, I got you. Get up.
He'll drop to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Check. Watch 54.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Over the middle to Beckham. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll drop the throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hunt. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
70, Indy. I got you, boy.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, Time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where you see the final score there. Joe Flacco, a touchdown pass in the victory. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Oakland. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes, 3 touchdown passes as his guys moved to 2-0 on the young season. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. Cam Newton, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. We will have 2 weeks in the books once this one wraps up. More football coming your way, though, Thursday night. We start week 3 with a good one in the AFC South. Jacksonville kickoff.
Let's go now. 8-3.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, his 2nd sack of the night.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Garcia. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Here's the Jets punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They have...
Down. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. 55.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
30 big.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Out from the shadows of their goal line, here's 1st and 10 from the 11. On the run, this is Hunt. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Avery Williamson, the Jets' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's caught. Beckham. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
You gonna take. You got take. You got get.
On first down, it's Brown. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. On play action, they'll throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. It's caught by OBJ. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield, or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized. Executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
2nd and 11. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Britton Colquitt now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when he's on base, they bring his jacket.
Here we go. Left 50. Left. 40.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. 2nd and long. And he's going to let it go deep. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and now it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. The give is to Bell. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I hope we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll set up a throw, and he's going to let it go deep. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete, and now 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd and 10. And he's going to let it go deep. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They run with Powell. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll set up to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Back to throw here. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd. It's been terrific.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Let's go. Ready? Let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it here with Hunt. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight.
You need to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The New York set to take the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Bell, and he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bell. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Now back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Garcia. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 81 yards. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it.
A try here for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker C.J. Mosley there in coverage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive?
Best for last, this Monday night game has been a dandy.
Set, ready. 10 Tucson. 53 to Mike. 53, check 53.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Back to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives.
Ready. 10 Tucson.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield. Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll run on first down. Hunt, and not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. He'll look to throw. Going deep here for Landry. It's caught at the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
Got to give credit to both defenses because they've been able to keep the points down. And despite that incompletion, I like it.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Damian Ratley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns have taken the lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game,
Watch out, ready. Tight end right. Hey, we got four down.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it with Bell. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. And he's going to let it go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Browns defense stands tall. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And checking it.
Here you go. 60 outlaw.
On first down, it's Hunt. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Cleveland, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.